Hi everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to use OneDrive folders in order to share large files, such as videos, so that your flipped learning experience goes a lot better. We're going to start by logging into Office 365, and using the new tile feature, we're going to click then on OneDrive. Your screen may not look as cluttered as mine. I of course have already uploaded a number of files. What you're going to do first in order to make a new folder is click on the New button, and then New Folder. Our naming convention is going to be set by the district, and this is because Office 365 shares across all of our students and staff in District 7. We're also going to click on the Invite People button in order to make this window give us the remaining options. Our naming convention is going to begin with a school code, such as SHS for Spartanburg High School. It's going to be followed by your username. It's going to be followed by the grade level, the subject, and then a period if applicable. In the box below, Invite People is going to allow me to invite certain people to either edit or view. For our purposes, I don't want my students to be able to edit, change, add, or delete files from my folder, so I'm going to select View. I'm then going to select a user to share with, and in the message, I'm going to make sure that I have this person save this email because this link will send them directly to this folder. The final option we're going to want to make sure to check is sending an email invitation. Once we click Create, it's going to take a couple seconds, and then I should see my folder in my documents. I can click on that, and now I can see the cookie crumb that leads from my OneDrive Documents folder to my SHS AJ Babcock-12-Tech-P1. I'm ready to upload files. Before we use this button, however, let's take a look at the files that I'm trying to upload. Over on my desktop, I have two different files. This first file, when I right-click and then get info on it, will show that it has 212 megabytes on my hard drive. That file is going to be pretty sizable. It's going to take a while to upload, and it's also going to take a while to download. However, this file size, 212, is a size that will fit into OneDrive. This is a big advantage over Edmodo, because with OneDrive, I can not only stream this large file size, but I can also have my students download it for offline viewing at home. The second video I want to show you is only 42 megabytes on the disk. This is a file that I've run through a program called Handbrake. It's readily available and free for teachers and anyone else to really use. It converts files from a large file size into a smaller compressed MP4 movie. This MP4 format, or listed here as MPEG-4, is the most universal format across the web. That means that you can play this video on a mobile device, on a phone, on a laptop, or on a PC. Notice here how I haven't sacrificed the dimensions or the quality of the video. The duration is still the same, and the dimensions are just about the same in order to get this much smaller file size. Take a look at other resources that I've provided you on how to use Handbrake in order to shrink down files so that your uploads go faster. I'm going to switch back over to OneDrive, and I'm going to upload the larger of those two files. Before I upload, I should be able to see the file size, which again will give you a warning as to how long this is going to take to upload. When I choose that file, I should see a progress bar up along the top. You'll notice for this large of a file, it's not going that fast. This is a good time to point out that you need to make some classroom management considerations for how long it might take your students to download the file. Teacher advice here: if you have a regular bell ringer that involves your MacBooks, perhaps that's in Socrative, Edmodo, or other EdTech programs, you may consider having your students start this download if they really need that video for instruction that night. That way students can keep their Macs alive during the rest of your class period and keep that file downloading. I have a flipped learning group that I've set up for training purposes, but I wanted to point out here that Sites in Office 365 also has the same capabilities. You can upload files by either clicking the upload button or by dragging and dropping them through Safari. Some folks don't want to make that plunge into Office 365 Sites, and that's understandable. Edmodo has a lot better grading and feedback features than 365, but let me show you how you can share this folder with the videos and the streaming capabilities in an Edmodo group. I've got an Edmodo group set up here, and say for example that I want to use this extra storage in OneDrive alongside my existing Edmodo group. This is actually a pretty easy process. By clicking on OneDrive, let's make sure that again I'm in the actual folder that I want to share. I'm going to go up to the address bar, and I can either highlight and then right click to copy this link, and then I'm going to go back over to Edmodo. I might type up a note, and then I'll use the link option in my Edmodo post to paste that link into either my post, maybe even my assignment, and then I'll attach that to my post. When students log into Edmodo and they click on this link, it will bounce them over to 365, perhaps again asking them to log into 365, but they'll see that folder right away, and then they can select the video. Now that that video is uploaded, I can also show you how to copy a link for just this video and paste that into an Edmodo post or an assignment. I'm going to first click on the file I want to share directly with students. I'll click on the ellipses, and then I'll see underneath here that I have a direct link to this video that I can copy, and then I can paste over into Edmodo. I'm going to make this one an assignment instead of a note. And again, I'm going to use the attach link in order to link directly to that video. When I send this assignment, it's going to include that link. When I click on that link, again, it may ask students to log into their Office 365, but you'll notice how it's already loading the video and is ready for them to view at home. This is a really great option for streaming, but you'll notice that you don't have a direct download option here. What you'll need to do is right-click on the video in Safari and click on Download Video or Download Video As so that students can then keep that video for their use at home. Let's close this tab and talk about how to maintain student membership in this folder. I'm going to switch back to my OneDrive for Business. I'm also then going to go back to my documents, so I'm using the cookie crumb trail to go back to my OneDrive overview. If I need to add or remove any students from a folder, I simply need to click the check mark next to the folder, click on Share, and then I can add the names of anyone that I need to add to the folder. Again, watch out for that Edit versus View. And also make sure to click on that Send an Email invitation so that they get a direct link to anyone else that you share into this folder. If I need to remove anyone, I can click on the Shared With, and I can change their rights in this drop-down to either edit, or I can kick them out of the folder by telling this drop-down to stop sharing this folder with them. Thanks for watching this video tutorial. For more help and tips, check out 7ignites.com or contact your building's technology specialist.